Nau mai, haere mai, welcome and warm Pacific greetings. I'm Kate, and in this video we're going to kōrero about sleep, how long COVID impacts sleep due to nervous system dysfunction and other causes, and what you can do to improve your sleep. Our bodies can't survive without sleep, both the right amount and the right quality. While there are no quick fixes for sleep problems, there are a number of things you can do to improve the quality of your sleep, which may also improve how you feel and function during the day. Since getting COVID-19, do you sleep all night but wake up feeling like you've had no sleep at all? Do you feel tired but also too wired to fall asleep? Do you wake up feeling anxious? Do you need to sleep during the day to catch up or feel better? Or are you seriously fatigued and only awake for a small number of hours because you sleep a lot?
Not sleeping as well as I previously did. I have a lot of broken sleep, and prior to COVID I slept quite well through the night.
I tried all sorts of things to improve my sleep so that my brain could clear and heal from the work it was trying to do. Some were more successful than others, but nothing was successful for a long time. I still have difficulty staying asleep. I can get to sleep quite readily, but staying asleep is difficult. And if you don't get enough rest, then you don't heal.
I have difficulty going to sleep. My brain won't switch off. The chronic fatigue that has never left me. I wake up every morning and I'm not refreshed. I will sleep. I need to sleep at least 8 hours a night. If I don't, then I'm not good the next day.
Sleep issues and insomnia are tough, but you're not alone. At least 60% of people with long COVID experience problems with sleep. A lot of this is due to nervous system dysfunction, which we talk more about in video 7. Addressing sleep issues can help reduce some of your fatigue and improve your energy levels. It can also help other long COVID symptoms like anxiety, depression, and brain fog, sometimes a lot.
The brain stuff's still difficult, and it seems to be related to stress levels. If I've got too much on, or I've been trying to do too much, or I haven't been sleeping well, then a lot of that executive processing function just goes away.
I've been there, and we've got some great tips to help you get a good night's sleep. First, let's look at how the sleep-wake cycle works in your tinana body. When it gets dark, your body releases a hormone, a natural chemical called melatonin. This sends a signal that it's time to sleep. In the morning, your body releases another hormone called cortisol, which sends a signal that it's time to wake up. This is why it's important to get out in daylight, especially first thing in the morning, and to have your bedroom dark at night, as it helps trigger these hormones. Key ways to improve your sleep are to understand what's causing the disruption, pacing, resting, optimizing your routine and environment, using a sleep app, and considering supplements or medications. The first thing to do is to understand the causes of your sleep disruptions. This could be nervous system dysfunction, pain, stress, anxiety, diet, lack of movement, not pacing and resting enough, medications, environmental factors, or restless leg syndrome.
And then obviously the implications of nutrition when it comes to sleep, and the interrelationship between nutrition, sleep and stress, all of which have a really big role to play in our immune function.
If pain is disrupting your sleep, look at what type of pain you have and address this with medication, supplements and or body work like massage, osteopathy, physio, stretching or romi romi. We also recommend you watch video 10 on pain and how to create a pain management plan. Restless leg syndrome is a condition where you feel an uncontrollable need to move your legs while you're resting, or maybe feel aching, tingling, burning or a crawling sensation in your calves. Home remedies that can help include magnesium, massage with a heat rub or essential oils, a heat or cold pack, avoiding caffeine and balancing your activity and rest during the day. With long COVID and ME/CFS, it's common to experience the feeling of being wired and tired, wanting to sleep without being able to. This is related to the autonomic nervous system dysfunction we talk about in video 7, and typically occurs when we've pushed through feelings of fatigue. Pacing and avoiding post-exertional malaise, combined with relaxation exercises, will help bring your body into a state of calm and are critical in helping the body sleep. I can't stress enough how important pacing is for sleep, so please do check out video 5 on pacing to help you with this, if you haven't already. I personally experience difficulty sleeping when I haven't listened to my body's warning signals and I push through fatigue to complete an activity or task. This puts me in a wired, tired state and creates a difficult cycle of not being able to sleep but needing rest that can be really hard to break. In this situation, I need to have more time lying down with deep rest and more sleep than normal while using relaxation tools and breathing to calm my nervous system and get me back on track. It can take a few days.
I've had to learn how to pace, and that usually involves me listening to podcasts and books. So I've become a listener, and sometimes I fall asleep and sometimes I don't when I do this. Often half an hour is enough just to switch off. I have an eye mask that I use also. Sometimes even when I lie down and close my eyes, the light is too much, so I just need a little bit extra.
Here are some other tips to help with your sleep. First, let's look at your sleep routine. Our bodies like routine. Thanks to the sleep and wake hormones we talked about before, there are a number of things you can do to improve your quality of sleep. Go to bed and get up at the same time each day, otherwise it can impact your sleep hormones. When you wake in the morning, go outside or look through an open window for 10 minutes. This will allow bright light to enter your eyes and help you wake up. Getting a good amount of fresh air and daylight, especially in the morning, will definitely help your sleep-wake cycle. Regular meal times, reducing your caffeine intake and avoiding caffeinated or sugary drinks after midday, like coffee, tea, fizzy drinks and energy drinks, can make a big difference to your sleep. You'll know how sensitive your body is to caffeine and sugar, so listen to your body and adjust your intake as needed. Some helpful routine suggestions include eating your evening meal about 3 hours before bedtime, having a small snack later if needed so you don't go to bed hungry, doing mindfulness activities in the evening like drawing, puzzles, taking a bath, reading a book, or listening to music will help you to relax before bed. Avoiding physical activity before bedtime, as this stimulates your body rather than helping you wind down. Writing down ideas and thoughts that are buzzing around your mind, especially things you need to do the next day, so your mind is free to sleep. Switching off your screens 1 to 2 hours before bedtime and leaving your screens out of your bedroom at night. Melatonin production, the sleep hormone, is affected by light levels and stimulating activities. The light from our screens tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, and therefore your body doesn't produce melatonin. Using red spectrum light bulbs, which can help signal your body that it's time for sleep, can also help. Once you are in bed, there are a few things that you can do to help you fall asleep easily. This includes listening to gentle music, white noise or soothing sounds such as waves or rain, putting a drop of lavender, bergamot or another calming essential oil on your pillow or a tissue nearby your bed. Counting backwards from 100 while focusing on slow, consistent breaths can distract the mind from worrying thoughts. Use the link in the video description to find a helpful and simple breathing exercise.
So getting 8 hours sleep a night is really, really important for me, because if I don't get that, I can crash, or I just am very lethargic the next day and can't do much. I deal with this by I have my noise cancelling headphones, or I put my AirPods in and listen to books or podcasts before I go to sleep.
When you have long COVID, it will sometimes mean that you need to sleep or deep rest during the day, especially if you're in the wide tired stage. That's perfectly normal, and it's good to listen to your body.
To address the sleep issues, I actually take nanny naps during the day, and that kind of makes up for any broken sleep that I might have through the night.
By deep rest, we mean resting your brain and your body. Quiet time lying down without screens or any other sensory input. Restorative yoga, meditation, or gentle slow stretching while lying down can also help your mind and body rest.
I've tried sleeping pills, melatonin, magnesium, all the usual suspects, meditation, yoga, all those things to try and improve my sleep, to allow myself to really rest before I need to rest.
Next, let's consider your environment in your bedroom. Where possible, your bedroom should be for sleeping and deep resting. The rest of your day, working, playing, watching TV or screens, should be spent elsewhere. This will help develop a connection in your brain that your bedroom is for sleeping. Things like temperature, fresh air and darkness will impact the quality of your sleep. Make your bedroom a sanctuary, quiet, well ventilated and dark with a comfortable, cool temperature. The third tip to consider is using a sleep app. If you'd like to track your sleep, there are many free mobile phone apps, and most smartwatches also have sleep tracking. To get quality sleep, you need to have around 1 to 1.5 hours of REM sleep and around 2 hours of deep sleep. Deep sleep is when your body is healing, repairing tissues and strengthening the immune system. REM sleep is important for memory, emotional processing and healthy brain development. Getting the balance of rest and activity during the day can help with the quality of REM and deep sleep. We've included a list of sleep apps like Sleepio and Insomnia Coach in the downloadable information via the link with the video description. Some also provide techniques and behavioural strategies to help reset your sleep patterns. Tracking your sleep can also show if you have a sleep disorder like sleep apnea. This is where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts and is accompanied by snoring or gasps for air.
Sleep is terrible. According to my husband, I stop breathing in the middle of the night. So he has a tendency to give me a nudge to wake me back up again. They thought I had sleep apnea as well, but that was borderline, and I've managed to combat that one a little bit better. And I actually pretty much sleep kind of sitting up. It's the best way for me to breathe.
Lastly, sleep medications are often necessary for those with chronic sleep problems, and some supplements can also help. Here's some useful advice. Ask your doctor or health provider about a prescription for melatonin, the natural sleep hormone in your body. A melatonin tablet taken an hour before bed can help your sleep. Many people with ME/CFS have found benefit from antihistamines, used to address histamine and mast cell immune system issues. We discussed these in video 11. Taking a sedating histamine before sleep can also help with insomnia. However, some find the sedating effects can continue the next day, so monitor how you feel.
I take melatonin. That's one thing that the doctor did do for me, and I take that every night. For a while I was taking CBD oil that helped the anxiety. I think it helped the aches a little bit, and it certainly helped with the sleep. If my system has gone into sort of a bit of a crash, I add Phenergan into that, which is an antihistamine with a drowsy effect. I only take the Phenergan if it's been a crash time, because I know I have to get the sleep, and I cannot risk not getting it, like waking up at 4 in the morning. So this just makes sure that I get the 8 hours, sometimes 9. Also take progesterone because I'm of that age, so that helps too with the relaxing.
There are some medical conditions where sedating antihistamines are not recommended, so please discuss this with your doctor or health provider before taking these. Prescription medications like Zopiclone can help you get to sleep, but don't always help you achieve a deep, restorative sleep. Anti-anxiety medications such as clonazepam can also help you sleep. Both medications are addictive and should only be used short-term. Some doctors might prescribe something called tricyclic antidepressants to help patients achieve a restorative sleep. Nortriptyline seems to be well tolerated by people with ME/CFS. Patients usually start with a very small dose, 5 milligrams, increasing to 20 milligrams over 4 weeks.
I used to not be able to get a good night's sleep at all, but my GP put me on amitriptyline, which my cardiologist is happy for me to keep continuing on, and then she's just recently put me on magnesium, which has really, really helped. So I feel like I am actually sleeping all night, which is really huge. I might, with meds, I've had a really good night's sleep, but I wake up exhausted.
Aside from medications, supplements that can also be helpful are magnesium, L-theanine and 5-HTP. Please do not take 5-HTP if you're on any antidepressant or anti-anxiety medications, as it can interfere with these. In conclusion, while there are no quick fixes for sleep problems with long COVID, there are a number of things that you can do to improve your sleep. The key to improving sleep is finding the cause of your sleep issues, creating a good sleep and wake routine, creating an environment to help you sleep, balancing your activity with rest during the day, and ensuring you have a deep rest when needed. You can also use supplements and medications if necessary. Find what works for you and be consistent. It takes time to form a habit. Ngā mihi, and thank you for watching. Do get in touch if you have any questions, and if you found this video helpful, please share it.